Phones that are unique in design is a hard thing to witness these days, and budget phones, well, they sport the same industrial design which doesn't make the phone feel exciting to use or look at. If you are through with looking at your boring phone, then OBI MV1 brings something new to the table in terms of design aspects. But what about the other facets? Let's find out in our video review. OBI MV1 has a solid feeling in the hand, and it is reasonably light in that regard, which doesn't feel cheap. The bag is made out of plastic with a matte finish, and the sides are curved, which gives a nice feeling while holding the device. The phone looks absolutely beautiful with its two-tone white and black color, and the metal bar up top gives it a classic feel. The raised floating display is a charm of the device. For starters, it might look weird, but it grows on you and you will absolutely love it. The display is also protected with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, so the display will withstand minor drops and scratches. The raised buttons on the sides are well built and gives a satisfying click sound. OBI MV1 sports a 5-inch 720p display with 294 ppi. The display also has an oleophobic coating which prevents the display from fingerprints and smudges. But I pretty much always had visible fingerprints on the screen during the time of my review. The phone also comes with sunlight display which automatically adjusts the screen brightness according to the ambient light. So this helps out pretty much when you are using the device in the direct sunlight. The display is pretty decent. It's not the sharpest or the brightest display on a mid-range phone, but it certainly gets the job done. Powering this device is a Snapdragon 212 chipset clocked at 1.3 GHz and coupled with 2 GB of RAM. It is a low-powered chipset but running Cyanogenmod. But there are occasional lags, and I find typing on this device pretty choppy, along with the choppy animations you get when you start to push the device. The phone handles the multitasking pretty well. You can switch between 3 to 4 apps without restarting any of those apps. Also, the gaming performance is modest. You can play low to mid-range games with ease, but when it comes to high-end games, it will take more than a Snapdragon 212. You'll feel some heat near the camera area while gaming, but it's acceptable with no uneasiness. Cyanogenmod is a pretty awesome OS. It has got a lot of customization options and other features that makes the device more functional. For instance, you have a dedicated theme engine where you can change different aspects of the UI or mix it all up to give it a distinct look. There are features like double tap on status bar to turn off the display, or built-in live display which changes the color temperature of the display based on the time of the day. You also have privacy guard for access control and call blocking. You can long press on the reset button to switch between apps. Also, you have the flexibility to choose between the OBI's Lightspeed UI, which comes as a CM theme, or the default Trebuchet launcher of Cyanogenmod. I prefer the Trebuchet launcher as it is more functional. The phone also comes with DTS surround sound, and the audio quality via earphones and the loudspeaker itself seems quite good to my ears. To be honest, we don't expect much of a camera performance from a budget device, but the OBI MV1 camera worked out pretty well. The camera app is pretty easy to use and has plenty of shooting modes and adjustment options. The camera performance of rear 8MP shooter resulted in images with plenty of sharpness, but the colors are too cool for my liking. You won't lose many details if there is plenty of light with natural looking images. The front-facing 2MP camera, however, tells a different story. It lacks wide-angle lens, so the shot seems to cover only your face. OBI MV1 comes with a respectable 2500 mAh battery. A phone with this little caliber should result in a good battery life, but the real-life usage shows otherwise. The phone has an average screen-on time of 4 hours. If you are a moderate user, the battery might last until the end of the day. But if you are one of those people who are constantly on their phone, then you will need to grab a charging brick anytime soon. Connectivity-wise, OBI MV1 comes with dual micro SIM slot, where the first SIM is 4G enabled and the second SIM is 3G. While using package data, I had a stable connection, but I find the call quality really poor. The audio from the earpiece is very low and soft, making it almost impossible to make a call in a moderately crowded place. OBI MV1 is a device that is targeted for emerging mobile market, and it has a very distinct feel compared to other phones at the similar price tag. For the price you are paying, you get an absolutely sturdy build and a unique design, a quality display, you get tons of Cyanogenmod goodness, and to top it off, a capable rear camera that won't disappoint you. If you are a hardcore user, then the hardware powering this device will not suffice. There are better alternatives if you are looking for a phone capable of handling hardcore uses and gaming. But nonetheless, its design certainly takes the home run. And if you are looking for something stylish and functional, the OBI MV1 is the phone for you.